couple of months. This Sunday evening, let's untangle the web of ideologies and positions, jumps and jump starts, numbers and mirages, targets and achievables. Let's try to understand how the contest is going to pan out. Is there a contest? There is a deep contest for the Gandhis in Amethi and Raebareli because they seem to be lacking the courage to pick it up. There is a contest for the BJP in South India because except for Karnataka, the rest of the region remains a bit of a mirage. There's a contest for psephologists because going by the vox populi, the election seems like a done deal. I would say why spend on psephologists when you know the results? And there's of course a contest in the minds of the people, which we know or which we would know on 4th of June. Let's have a nice conversation. Headlines first. After Sonia Gandhi exits electoral politics, sources informed Republic that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Rahul Gandhi to opt out of a contest from family bastions of Raebareli and Amethi. Sources say FIR registered against former Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh Bhupesh Baghel and 21 others in the Mahadev app case. A 9th ED summoned to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi liquor policy case. AAP targets agency. Atishi questions why the ED isn't waiting for the court order.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को सिर्फ एक चीज से मतलब है कि किसी ना किसी तरीके से चुनाव से पहले अरविंद केजरीवाल को जेल में डाल दो.
Delhi Minister Atishi hits out at BJP and PM Modi over ED summons to CM Kejriwal. Says Prime Minister is trying to arrest their leader at any cost. Calls the pro-agencies PM's stooges. A big setback for the BRS prior to Lok Sabha polls as Ranjit Reddy resigns from the party and joins Congress. Well, welcome back, friends. Election fever is intensifying. Prime Minister is relentless in his attack on opposition, amplifying the BJP's dominance in this political season. The Prime Minister reiterated today as well on June 4, 400 par target at a rally in Hyderabad, in Andhra Pradesh in the evening. On the other hand, the INDI Alliance seems to be in a bit of a tizzy. The sources suggest the Gandhis are going to abandon the Bastions of Amethi and Raebareli completely this election. Stay with us as we analyze the implications of this pivotal upheaval and its impact on the upcoming polls. Look at this report and I come back with a fantastic panel of guests.
A day after ECI announced the poll schedule.
फेज 1 का शेड्यूल एक दिन से हमें 2 बार करना पड़ रहा है. फिर बिहार के लिए वहां एक फेस्टिवल है, तो नोटिफिकेशन की डेट सेम है, लेकिन बस लास्ट डेट ऑफ विड्रॉल हमें 30 मार्च की जगह 2 अप्रैल सिर्फ बिहार की फर्स्ट फेज के लिए करनी पड़ रही है, क्योंकि वहां त्योहार हैं. और पूरी कंट्री में 4 जून को काउंटिंग होगी.
Signs are pointing towards a potential seismic shift in India's political landscape as the battle officially kicks off. Sources have informed Republic that Priyanka Vadra and Rahul Gandhi opt to not contest from family bastions Amethi and Raebareli. Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Ghulam Nabi Azad reacted to the swirling speculation of Gandhis abandoning their bastion.
बीएसपी और समाजवादी 98 का पहला इलेक्शन है सोनिया जी का, तब से आज तक दोनों छोड़ते आए हैं. और राहुल गांधी का इलेक्शन 2004 से आज तक दोनों को छोड़ते आए. अब वो जाने, लेकिन आपका जनरल नॉलेज हूँ कि एक 25 साल से छोड़ते आए, एक 20 साल से छोड़ते।
The BJP also underscored the blatant disparity within the Congress.
देखिए, जो कहते हैं कि अमेठी गांधी खानदान का गढ़ है, वो अपने ओर से एक कैंडिडेट देने में इतना समय क्यों लगा रहे हैं? तो उनका लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस ही आपको बताता है कि अमेठी अब कांग्रेस बैस्टियन नहीं रही है। अगर वो दो सीटों से लड़ते हैं तो इसका मतलब वो अमेठी से अपनी हार को ऑलरेडी चुनाव होने से पहले ही घोषित कर रहे हैं।
While the Congress seems to be losing control, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going all out with his election campaigns. The PM launched a fiery attack on Congress in Kalaburgi, straight from the backyard of the Grand Old Party's chief, Mallikarjun Kharge.
अभी तो चुनाव की घोषणा होना बाकी है और आपने घोषणा कर दी। आज पूरा कर्नाटका कह रहा है, अब की बार कि इंडी अलायंस और कांग्रेस के लोग भी कहने लगे हैं, और आपके यहां के एक नेता ने तो पार्लियामेंट में कह दिया, हमारे विरोधी कह रहे हैं अब की बार।
Opposition leaders are clearly losing faith in party policies and are joining hands with the BJP.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के कुशल नेतृत्व में और उनका भारत को एक विकसित राष्ट्र बनाने का जो सपना है, उससे प्रभावित होकर के मैंने कांग्रेस पार्टी से त्यागपत्र दिया है।
The BJP is also confident of their 400+ target.
मेरा सौभाग्य है कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने मुझे मौका दिया उत्तर मुंबई के जनता का सेवा करने के लिए, एक चुनाव के माध्यम से जनप्रतिनिधि बनकर। मुझे विश्वास है कि मैं बहुत कुछ सीखूंगा और बहुत कुछ कर पाऊंगा उत्तर मुंबई के लिए।
अब की बार
400 पार।
The polls are less than 35 days away. The BJP is ramping up poll preparations.
चुनावों के परिणाम 4 जून को आने वाले हैं। अब पूरा देश कह रहा है 4 जून को 400 पार।
On the other hand, the Congress is in the tailspin and unable to stem the bleeding. Where are the Gandhis going to contest from? Can INDI Alliance survive till the 2024 Lok Sabha polls? And is the BJP's aim for 400 par already a done deal? Let's debate.
All right, welcome back, and let me straight introduce the guests. Anirban Banerjee, advocate and analyst, leans towards the Trinamool Congress, joins us live from Kolkata. We also have Dr. Piyush Joshi, leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party, political analyst. He is joining us live from Indore. We also have, of course, Ratan Sharda, political analyst, leans towards the right. And Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, live from Mumbai. I would want to begin with George Kurian. He is an analyst, leans towards the Congress party. He's joining us live from Delhi. And the reason why I want to begin with George, you first, is because earlier in the day, reports emerged, which I myself confirmed, about the possibility of or the impossibility of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra contesting from Amethi and Raebareli respectively. I think there is a thinking within the Congress party that they shouldn't contest at the top, and at least 2 of them don't want to contest. Is it not like saying hands up even before the contest has really begun? I mean, you are not leading from the front, so to say, George Kurian.
Good evening, Abhishek. Good evening to my co-panelists on the debate and to your audience. It is important to safeguard the spirit and essence of democracy and India. It is important to Abhishek, am I audible?
Absolutely audible, George. Please go ahead.
Fine. So it is important to save the risk and collapse of democracy and the verge of threat that we see in the Constitution of India at this point in time. It is not important it's not important at this point in time where Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi, for that matter, is going to contest, whether it's Raebareli or whether it's Amethi. What is important at this point in time is that safeguarding the interest and essence and spirit of Indian democracy and India at large. We are confident at an appropriate time we will come out with the list and it will be revealed as and when the Congress party decides. At this point in time, it's important to safeguard the democracy of this country. That's a prerogative and that's important.
Okay, but there seems to be a bit of math and science also to perhaps the decision of the Gandhi science to be not wanting to contest from Amethi and Raebareli, Georgia. And let me just bring that under focus before we broaden the debate. You know, the fact that Rahul Gandhi lost Amethi in 2019, so that sort of gives him self-doubt about whether he can go back and contest. In the case of Raebareli, Sonia Gandhi reduced her margin of victory by half between 2014 and 2019. And in the latest situation, it seems that the facts on the ground have changed. There was a lot of support that came into the Gandhis in both the constituencies from the Samajwadi Party. Now it seems that the local MLAs of the Samajwadi Party themselves have sort of scouted and seem to be running away from Samajwadi Party itself. That creates a complex situation for the Gandhis to be staying back in these so-called traditional bastions, right, George? So maybe there is a lot of science and maths also behind this decision. It might be a very practical decision for all we know.
Well, Abhishek, as we all know that, the equation keeps changing on ground as time passes. So I'm confident the Congress party will come out with an appropriate names at an appropriate time with respect to Priyanka Gandhi or be it Rahul Gandhi. As we all are aware that Rahul Gandhi is going to be contesting from Wayanad. And at this point in time, it's also appropriate, we welcome the Election Commission's announcement of the date for 18th Lok Sabha, which is a welcome move, and we are all capable, and we are going to compile we're going to adhere to all the compliance with respect to the Election Commission, and we're going to go into the battlefield and give a tough fight to Narendra Modi-led Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay. Okay, I'm tempted to go to Sanju Verma, but before that, let me just take in a quick word from Anirban. Anirban, as the principal opposition party, as the leader of the INDI Alliance, is the Congress looking convincing, sounding convincing, going into the elections? You think that the INDI Alliance, of which Trinamool is a part, except for Bengal, of course, is looking good with the kind of decisions that the Congress party has been taking?
Look, the Trinamool Congress Supremo has maintained her stance that in West Bengal, Trinamool is going to fight in all the 42 seats and they are going to defeat the BJP in all the 42 seats. And as far as the Congress is concerned, the Congress will have to really up their ante, up their game as far as the Hindi heartland especially is concerned, because in more than 250 seats, the Congress will face the BJP 1-1. And we have seen in the last two elections, 2014 and 2019, their success against the BJP, wherever they are fighting against them 1-1, hasn't been very flattering. Therefore, whether Mr. Rahul Gandhi contests from Amethi, whether Madam Priyanka Gandhi contests from Raebareli, whatever they do, that is their decision. But just a couple of seats is not going to decide the fate of those 250 plus seats. Therefore, Congress will have to focus on all those 250 plus seats and defeat the BJP in at least 150 of them. And to do that, I think the Congress is of course capable enough, they are more than capable enough to do that, and they might share some advice or receive some advice from Mamata Banerjee if they want to, because the Trinamool Congress has shown how to defeat the BJP not just once but twice in the 21 elections. Though it was an assembly election, we have seen how the Trinamool entirely vanquished the BJP in its own game, in spite of the fact that they came in all guns blazing. Therefore, we are very much hopeful that the Congress will be able to win against the BJP, and India bloc is going to take over the reins of this country in 2024.
I mean, I wonder, Anirban, how would the Congress listen to you when you did not listen to the Congress party in Bengal? Not even 2 seats, not even 1 seat, for God's sake. But Sanju Verma, George Kurian was almost sounding philosophical, even spiritual. You know, I wonder if he's the right wing and, you know, not the left and liberal space that the Congress party really occupies. But having said that, you think this is really good that the Congress is sort of showing these nerves ahead of the elections? Like, top leaders don't want to contest Lok Sabha elections. The Gandhis not excited at all about joining the race from Raebareli and Amethi. Almost decided they might not.
You know, Abhishek, in politics, irrespective of whether you lose or you win, you know, because you can't be on a winning streak all the time until and unless you're a Narendra Modi or you are an Amit Shah. And there are times when, you know, you will not be on a losing wicket all the time. But, you know, taking up the gauntlet thrown by the other side, that is very important. You know, having the stomach for a fight, that is very important. You know, to be able to soil your hands on the ground without thinking ki jeet hogi ya haar hogi, that is very important. As they say in corporate lingo, you need to sometimes get down to the shop floor. You cannot just be a CEO by sitting in your air-conditioned room. You need to go down there and mingle with your blue-collared workers, for want of a better phrase. So, you know, let me not be philosophical like George Kurian and just come down to hard facts. First and foremost, George Kurian gave a lengthy monologue on Loktantra khatre mein hai, Ganatantra khatre mein hai, Samvidhan khatre mein hai, democracy khatre mein hai. So I will just end by saying one thing. Prior to Narendra Modi coming to power in 2014, between 1950 and 2014, on 143 occasions, duly elected state governments were dismissed, out of which on 103 occasions, it is the Congress party which dismissed duly elected state governments. And guess what, Abhishek? Between 1966 and 1977-78, there was one leader who dismissed 49 duly elected state governments. And the options are Indira Gandhi, Indira Gandhi, Indira Gandhi and Indira Gandhi. And the answer is yes, indeed, it was Indira Gandhi. So, yahan baitkar, Congress party is the last party which should be waxing eloquent about the veracity of Samvidhan and Loktantra and Ganatantra, what have you. Point number 2, I believe that you are as good as your Karyakartas. You are as good as your Karyakartas. Very quickly, my second point. Forget about the fact that Milind Deora left and joined the Eknath Shinde faction. Forget about the fact that a couple of years back, Captain Amrinder Singh joined hands with the BJP. Forget about the fact that a couple of years back, Hardik Patel and Alpesh Thakur joined hands with the BJP. But my limited point is this. Today, at the concluding rally of the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, did I see Mallikarjun Kharge? Yes. Did I see Rajiv Shukla? Yes. Did I see K.C. Venugopal on the dais? Yes. I also saw an M.K. Stalin along with Rahul Gandhi. But did I see their few leftover Bahubalis in the Congress in Maharashtra, like a Bhai Jagtap? No. Did I see Prithviraj Chauhan on the stage? No. Did I see Nana Patole on the stage? No. Did I see Sanjay Nirupam, once upon a time the most vocal voice of the Congress on the stage? No. So all their so-called Bahubalis in Maharashtra, मुंबई में रैली होती है भारत जोड़ो न्याय यात्रा की, और इस रैली में संजय निरुपम ही मिसिंग है. So you can imagine the state in which the Congress is in.
No, Sanju, that's because
Abhishek, please bear with me. My last point. My last point.
But that's
Thank
because
you.
there's the national leaders standing, right? National leaders of respective parties. Like, okay, go ahead. Quickly, because these are opening comments, Sanju. I have to get in Ratan Sharda and Piyush
Just very
Joshi also.
quickly. Very quickly. You know, normally, with Anirban, I have very feisty debates, but I agree with him on one point where he said that the Congress needs to up its ante. And now where I disagree with Anirban, he says, Mamata Banerjee has defeated Modi and shown them, कि भाई मोदी को भी हराया जा सकता है. तो let me remind the Trinamool Congress, this is the same Mamata Banerjee who said Tripura 2023, Trinamool will be in power and the BJP will be defeated. And Tripura, we came back to power for the second time in a row.
Okay.
In Goa, Mamata Banerjee said BJP will be defeated. In Goa, TMC has 0 seats and BJP is in power despite a perceived 15-year-old anti-incumbency.
Okay, now I am on the issue of ideological confusion, today we got the pictures of both Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra, Piyush Joshi, at the Bala Saheb Memorial at Shivaji Park in Mumbai earlier in the day. Now you have a situation where the Aam Aadmi Party bats for 2 Congress candidates in Delhi, but then in Punjab, the Aam Aadmi Party is absolutely clear that their voters should not be voting or looking at the Congress at all. Now, does it not really send little confusing messages to the cadre and to the voters also, Dr. Joshi?
Well, I don't think so. There is no confusion at all. I have maintained, even before the seat sharing arrangement in Punjab or Delhi was announced, that Punjab, it is going to be Congress versus Aam Aadmi Party for 2 reasons. It is the Kerala model where the BJP is hardly occupying any space at all. So why even allow them the space of opposition in the state of Punjab? So either, whosoever is going to win will be either from Congress or from Aam Aadmi Party. So the whole Punjab is going to vote for INDI Alliance one way or the other. The BJP is in dire straits when it comes to the state of Punjab. So let it be there. And when it comes to Delhi and even in Punjab, we have announced our campaign.
You're not seeing any ideological confusion in Rahul Gandhi paying respects to Bala Saheb Thackeray Memorial? I mean, the late Bala Saheb Thackeray at the memorial to the leader?
Well, do you see any
ideological confusion?
Do you see any ideological confusion when Narendra Modi pays respect and homages to Mahatma Gandhi? He belongs to an organization which has criticized Mahatma Gandhi black and blue all the time. Even before
Ratan Sharda, we want to get in there. Ratan Sharda, that's a bit.
Piyush Joshi, don't spread canards.
Ratanji is there. Ratanji is
Don't spread canards.
respected for all of us.
झूठ
I
बोलना
would like
बंद
to
करो.
hear
Ratan Sharda.
Who talked about Gandhi and BJP and all
Piyush
that?
Joshi,
Can I speak?
Okay, no, before Ratan Sharda speaks.
Am I?
Sanju,
Yeah.
hold on. Sanju, hold on.
So,
Piyush Joshi, before Ratan Sharda
who are the
speaks,
biggest
Piyush
Gandhiji?
Joshi, I have tracked the Prime Minister closely. I have seen the kind of conviction that's there in him for Mahatma Gandhi, the personal respect that is there in him for Mahatma Gandhi.
So similarly, Mr. Rahul Gandhi can have personal respect for Bala Saheb Thackeray.
डॉक्टर साहब बोल रहे हैं.
Can we speak in by turn? Can we speak one by one?
Yeah, so all I'm saying...
Dr. Joshi, let Ratan Sharda respond. Ratan Sharda.
Oh, fair. Yeah, sure.
So I responded saying that Mahatma Gandhi's biggest betrayer was Nehru. Nehru said, I will not implement Panchayati Raj, which was the article of faith for Mahatma Gandhi. Nehru said, I will not go for decentralized economy, which Gandhiji wanted, his article of faith. So who failed Gandhi? Nehru or BJP? That is the question. Arre, go read, Baba. Who says that? क्या पढ़ लीजिए ना. कौन बोल रहा है किसने कहा? मैं कह रहा हूँ आप पढ़ लीजिए. आपने नहीं पढ़ा तो पढ़ लीजिए. मैंने उनके लेटर्स पढ़े. आप पढ़ लीजिए. गूगल करिए.
Let me give a little slice of my own professional life.
Gandhi and all doesn't make
Ratan
sense.
Sharda.
Secondly,
Ratan Sharda.
when you talk of ideological confusion.
Ratan Sharda. We are not going into history. Ratan Sharda. Hold on.
Passed from my locality.
Ratan Sharda, please hold on. This is Abhishek speaking. Ratan Sharda, please hold on.
Okay.
I think Ratan Sharda is not getting me. Ratan Sharda, I have to get an interesting sliver of my own professional life, having covered the Prime Minister from very early days. You see, in 2006, I was in Gandhinagar and I met a senior bureaucrat. And it was interesting. Piyush Joshi, just for your understanding, it's not just about Narendra Modi refurbishing, redoing, and rejuvenating the Gandhi institutions in Ahmedabad, in Gandhinagar, in Delhi, and effectively reinventing khadi as a fashion statement, increasing the turnover of khadi and village industries commission by 10 times in the last 10 years, crossed 1 lakh crore rupees. And of course, that money goes to villages and villages. But you see, 2006, a bureaucrat, top bureaucrat in Gandhinagar, and he did not like Prime Minister at that time. And I am amazed the number of times the Chief Minister says Gandhi, Gandhi in the meetings, in cabinet meetings. The number of times he says, think about how Gandhi would have thought while designing this scheme. This is a very personal anecdote I am telling you. So,
right,
you might have a very outside view of a very shallow view of seeing Narendra Modi.
Gandhiji thought about electoral bonds.
I'm talking about the same simile, Abhishek ji. Since there is no ideological confusion when the Prime Minister pays homage to Mahatma Gandhi, there is no ideological confusion when Rahul Gandhi pays homage to Bala Saheb Thackeray. This is going to be an interesting time in the Lok Sabha elections because there is more committed to Gandhi than Congress of electoral bonds. That is what I told. On which the Prime Minister
so
has
you are not able to complain what I am saying.
More than 5 to 6
because
years.
you don't want to.
And
because आप Chief Minister says in Punjab, आपको एक सीट नहीं मिलेगी. Look at his viral video in Assembly. He said आपको एक सीट नहीं मिलेगी कांग्रेस को. 13 की तरह आप जीतेगा. What kind of alliance is this? And coming back to the debate we started off,
that is the interesting kind of alliance
is the biggest
Indian
sign
politics
of a loser. You are abdicating your traditional seat. Not only that, as Samajwadi Party gets 17 seats, that will be regretting. Because 2 seats which were kind of family seats, they are already abdicated. Who will vote for other 15 seats? When I abandon UP, who will support for it? So at one stroke, Congress has written off UP. Because of that, it is also
I
seen
don't
as
think
a
the
Bhoda
candidates
party,
Congress has
as an
announced already
party.
for Raebareli
That
and
is the
Amethi.
message. Don't go by 1 or 2 seats.
Ratanji.
Question is what is the message
It's
going
interesting.
on? And
Ratanji, I don't think that the candidates are already announced. It may very well be.
Listen to Piyush Joshi. He's asking you a question.
Raebareli and
TMC says go fight somewhere else. हम आपको सीट नहीं देंगे. When your own alliance partner so-called saying Congress को आगे
बढ़ाना. Listen to Piyush Joshi. He's asking you a question. Piyush Joshi, ask the question that you want.
Yeah, all I am saying that, it may very well be that Rahul ji will contest from Amethi and Priyanka will contest from Raebareli. The seats have not been announced as yet. And they may very well contest from these 2 seats and empower Congress there.
पहले राउंड में निकाल देते हैं ना.
Don't be judgmental right now. I think you are in a tough spot after the Supreme Court.
So I'm not being judgmental. At the very start, I said Piyush Joshi that I have confirmed.
भैया अपनी सीट क्यों नहीं डिक्लेयर करते?
Piyush Joshi, listen. I have confirmed.
पार्टी उनकी सीट क्यों नहीं डिक्लेयर होती?
No.
Ratan Sharda, yeah, I tell you, Piyush Joshi, yes. If the 2 really wanted to contest, the seats should have been announced perhaps in the first list, like it was during the case of BJP. Both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah, their names were there in the first list. That's what I was asking. You lead from the front when you really want to lead.
Yeah, I heard Mrs. Smriti Irani saying that, since if Rahul Gandhi ji is contesting from 2 seats, that means that he has already accepted defeat from Amethi. So was the same case when the Prime Minister contested from 2 seats? He has already accepted defeat from one of them.
You said
Can I please come in, Abhishek? Can you moderate the debate for a change?
No. He won with the highest margin. He won with the highest margin from Vadodara. He won with the highest margin from Vadodara, breaking the record of Ramvilas Paswan. No,
Can I come in and to revert to Sanju Verma?
Sanju Verma, you get to respond. Sanju Verma, you get to respond.
He wants to create momentum for the party in 2 different states. That is why he will decide to contest on 2 seats, not for the want of security.
Piyush Joshi, hold on. You have made a point. For God's sake, don't continue speaking. You have made a point. Let Sanju Verma respond.
Abhishek, वो जो कहते हैं ना कि जब चांद पर आप थूकोगे तो क्या होता है, हालत आपकी खराब होती है. आप नरेंद्र मोदी पर कीचड़ उछालने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. आपके यही केजरीवाल हैं जो गुजरात के चुनाव में जाकर गुजरात विधानसभा इलेक्शन से पहले व्हाट वाज ही सेइंग? अरे आम आदमी पार्टी को 90-95 सीट
अब ये डिसाइड कर लो कि चांद है कि अवतार है.
Please shut up. I did not heckle you. Shut up now. Shut up.
Now you shut up and you talk in a proper manner. तमीज से बात करना सीख जाओ, नहीं तो मैं बात नहीं करने दूंगा आपको. तमीज से बात करना सीख
Piyush
जाओ.
Joshi, please don't interject.
She cannot talk
Piyush
in
Joshi,
this
please
manner all
don't
the time.
interject. I did not let
That is
anyone
okay.
interject when
That
you were
is okay.
speaking.
I understand.
Piyush Joshi, please.
I understand. I am not going to interject.
No, that's
but
okay.
she needs
Sanju
to
Verma,
talk in a
no
proper
name
manner.
calling. Go ahead.
Thank you. हिंदी की
Yeah, understood. Okay, go ahead.
You know, अभिषेक हिंदी की एक कहावत है जो प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने पिछले साल लोकसभा में कही थी. And I reinforce that time and again on a zillion debates, and I'll do it on your debate today. In a reference to the opposition, the Prime Minister said, तुम्हारे पांव के नीचे जमीन नहीं है, तुम्हारे पांव के नीचे जमीन नहीं है, लेकिन कमाल तो ये है तुम्हें यकीन नहीं है, लेकिन कमाल तो ये है तुम्हें यकीन नहीं है. The ground from under the feet of the opposition has been swept away by the Modi tsunami, by the Modi juggernaut. But ये आज भी यहाँ डिबेट पर आकर क्या कहते हैं? अरे मोदी जी वैसे हैं, अमित शाह वैसे हैं. इनसे पूछिए व्हाट इज द मिनिमम कॉमन मिनिमम प्रोग्राम ऑफ द डॉट डॉट अलायंस, हमको नहीं पता. इनको पूछिए डू यू हैव अ नेशनल कन्वीनर एंड अ को कन्वीनर एंड अ चेयरपर्सन ऑफ द डॉट डॉट अलायंस, इनको नहीं पता. इनसे पूछिए इनकी नेक्स्ट रैली महाराष्ट्र में होगी, उत्तर प्रदेश में होगी या मध्य प्रदेश में होगी, इनको नहीं पता. इनको पूछिए कि व्हाट इज देयर पॉलिटिकल एजेंडा, व्हाट इज देयर पॉलिटिकल आइडियोलॉजी, ये कहेंगे हमको नहीं पता.
Okay.
You don't win elections by only maligning the other side. You have to offer something to the electorate, and the dot dot election, the dot dot alliance has nothing to offer to the Indian electorate. But my last point is this: Kejriwal said in Gujarat, मुझे तो 90 सीट्स मिलेंगी जी, मुझे तो 100 सीटें मिलेंगी जी, मेरे को प्लीज 150 सीटें दलवा दीजिए जी. कितनी मिली बीजेपी को? बीजेपी हैड वन ऑफ इट्स बेस्ट ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड्स विनिंग 156 सीट्स डिस्पाइट ऑलमोस्ट अ 25-year-old एंटी इनकम्बेंसी. और आपके केजरीवाल को कितनी सीटें मिली? 5 सीटें. और 5 सीटों के बाद वो उछल उछल के कहते हैं अरे मोदी जी हमसे डर गए. इन गोवा केजरीवाल गॉट 2 सीट्स. एंड क्या कहते हैं केजरीवाल? अरे गोवा में मोदी जी हमसे डर गए. केजरीवाल लॉस्ट इलेक्शन इन उत्तर प्रदेश, ही लॉस्ट इलेक्शन इन उत्तराखंड, ही लॉस्ट इलेक्शन इन मध्य प्रदेश, तो डिपॉजिट जब्त हो गया. पर क्या कहते हैं केजरीवाल? मोदी जी हमसे डर गए. अरे आपसे कौन डरेगा? पहले अपने डिपॉजिट्स बचाइए जाकर.
संजू,
यू गेट लोअर वोटर्स एंड लोअर वोट शेयर देन इवन
संजू,
नोटा से कम सीटें आती हैं आपको सभी स्टेट्स में. शांत हो जाओ.
Okay, Sanju, you have asked some substantive questions which I wanted to ask in fact, and which in fact the nation wants to know. George Kurian, you wanted to come in. Let me frame the question and then you answer. Essentially, what's the narrative really of the Congress party and the indie space? I'll ask George Kurian first, then to Anirban. You see, Lalu Prasad Yadav recently made that Parivarwad jibe on the Prime Minister, that इनका क्या परिवार है. इट इज बैकफायरिंग. चौकीदार चोर है, बैकफायर्ड. राहुल गांधी डिड रफाल, नो इम्पैक्ट. Rahul Gandhi has been doing Adani Ambani, no impact. I mean, can you really conjure up some narrative for the Congress party which finds some resonance with the voters?
Well, Abhishek, let me, for the benefit of your audience, let me reiterate that the Congress party is going into the 18th Lok Sabha election with full might and going to adhere to the compliance of the Election Commission with following the guidelines. We are confident of an inclusive manifesto which is going to cater to the entire community at large, be it the farmers, the laborers, the youth, the women, the growing inflation, the rising unemployment in this country. So we're going to cater to everybody. We're going to have an inclusive manifesto, so to say, and we are confident. I just want to rebut to Sanju Verma. She said you cannot operate like a CEO. You have to come down to the shop floor and things like that. Let me tell Sanju Verma that I hope that she is watching Rahul Gandhi. He had crossed from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. He has walked around 4,000 miles, and then now the Nyaya Yatra around 6,000 plus miles. So
Agree.
he's going down to the grassroots level, meeting people, speaking to them, trying to understand the ground reality, the pulse of the people. And this is what has come up, the growing unemployment, the rising inflation. People are, getting tested here. So rest to say, we are confident, we are capable, we are going to give a tough fight to Modi-led Bharatiya Janata Party. After the 10 years of misrule and misgovernance, we are capable, we are going to safeguard the democracy, we are going to ensure that there is no threat to democracy.
George Kurian can live in La La Land.
No, Sanjay, don't interrupt. George Kurian, the point I was... No, just Sanjay, don't interrupt. George Kurian, you complete your point and I'll come in.
Yeah, so Abhishek, what I was trying to say, so, I can understand your compulsion there, you want to get it to Raebareli and Amethi for your reasons, but, having said that, it is not important for where Priyanka Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi, for that matter, is going to contest. Our larger goal is to, stop...
No, I have moved on from Raebareli and Amethi. I am on the issue of narratives.
We want to ensure that...
I have moved on from Raebareli and Amethi. I am on the issue of narratives. And let me concede that Rahul Gandhi has really worked hard for whatever distance he has walked and run and travelled from Kashmir to Kanyakumari to Kashmir and then from Manipur to Mumbai, which concluded today. You see, the question is that despite all the hard work of sheer physical labor that Rahul Gandhi has done, it's really not impacting or giving confidence to the second rung of leadership. For all those leaders who have quit, for the leaders who are quitting now, and it's going down to a level, just giving you examples, random examples. Today's examples, Badrinath MLA in Uttarakhand, Badrinath MLA, Rajendra Bhandari has quit, joined BJP. In Maharashtra, Ashanshay Padvi, MLC of Uddhav Sena, has moved from Uddhav Sena to Shinde Sena. We had an example of Kanpur, where the sitting MLA of the Congress party and someone who has been with the Congress party for more than 3 decades switched over to the BJP. Now the interesting thing is, in this case, this Ajay Kapoor, MLA, he was promised a Congress ticket for the Lok Sabha. The district committee and the state election committee have recommended his name as their Lok Sabha candidate to the CEC of the Congress party in Delhi. He is not being promised any ticket by the BJP. There is no ED CBI behind him, but he has gone to the BJP. So, is the opposition failing to understand, and let me take this to Anirban actually. Anirban, while you are confident of Mamata Didi in Bengal, in the rest of the country, it seems, even in Bengal, in fact, one MLA, sitting MLA, I think, crossed over to the BJP just last week. There seems to be something happening on the ground which makes these district level leaders get those vibes that maybe the wind is blowing in the direction of the BJP, so, just move on. All the hard work of Rahul Gandhi, as I said, is coming to a naught.
Look, the person who crossed over to the BJP, the person who moved over to the BJP, with all due respect to him, he moved over to the BJP only after the ED raided his house. But there have been many leaders, MLAs of the BJP who have crossed over the Trinamool Congress, and the Trinamool Congress does not have any ED or CBI to raid their houses. And there you might say the West Bengal police has done something. There has been no raid whatsoever in their houses or offices.
That's why I asked you a question of outside Bengal, Anirban. Outside Bengal, you see, I gave you examples, specific examples of no ED CBI behind the leaders who have moved to the BJP.
Yes, and there have been many leaders of the BJP moving over to the Congress. If you are speaking outside Bengal, there have been multiple examples of people from the BJP, ex-MPs, maybe some ex-MLAs or tall leaders in their own regions who have moved over to the Congress as well. So therefore, if you are referring to the fact that these people can sense in which direction the wind is blowing, then actually you can make the argument go both ways. So more important, according to me, whether the leaders for regional level, district level, state level, they move to one party or the other. A lot more important is whether the people at large, they are keeping their trust in the present government or not. But if you ask me, my opinion is that The last 5 years has been one of the glaring examples of how much you can misgovern the people with the kind of numbers you have in the parliament. This is a government that has completely mismanaged the COVID issue. This is a government that has got the economy in shambles. And regarding the many reports, international surveys, we have seen that the poor have only gone poorer. Children, crores of... Sorry?
Complete your thoughts.
Yeah, crores of children, infants, in fact, they are going without food for more than 24 hours. That is a report by an international organization. There have been similar reports in many quarters. So if you're asking me, more than political leaders jumping ships, it is the people, the common man who matter most to me. And for all the political leaders, as far as they're concerned, I don't think nobody is above these people who are finding it extremely hard to make 2 square meals a day. Just consider that children 5 years old, 6 years old, they don't have food for more than 24 hours.
Keep it short because I have to cover more ground. Sanju. Okay, Anirban, Sanju gets to respond because you made charges against the government.
Abhishek, please don't say quick response. I'll take at least 1 minute because he made, many reckless allegations. Please bear with me.
1 minute granted, please, 1 minute.
Yeah, please bear with me. First and foremost, I did not heckle Anirban, so please now, I deserve that courtesy. When you sit here and say that the Modi government has misgoverned, you are living in cuckoo's land, and I'll tell you why. I will quote data straight from mygov.in because I believe in mygov.in. The economy size when Modi took over in terms of nominal GDP, 11th biggest. Today it is the 5th biggest. Steel production, we were the 5th largest. Today we are the 2nd largest. Mobile phone production, we were the 12th largest. Today we are the 2nd largest. Number of unicorns, we had only 4. Today we have more than 100. Climate index, we were at rank number 30th. Today climate index, we are at rank number 7. Global innovation index, we were at rank number 76. Today we are at rank number 40th. World logistics index, our rank was 54. Today we are at rank number 38. Gender inequality index, our rank was 127. Today we are at 108. Ease of doing business, what a phenomenal performance. We were at rank number 142. Today we have jumped 79 places to rank number 63. And let me tell you what is common to Bill Gates, what is common to the United Nations chief Antonio Guterres, and what is common to the World Health Organization chief, and what is common to Joe Biden. All these 4 people said one thing. They said, had it not been for Narendra Modi, had it not been for the world's largest vaccination drive under the Modi government, and the world's fastest vaccination drive under the Modi government, the world would have taken a far longer time.
Sanju, you got more than 2 minutes.
In the post-COVID era. So, yahan baitkar galat data.
Can I have just 10 seconds, please? Just 10 seconds.
No, you spoke for 2 minutes.
Just 10 seconds.
But if you can keep it to 10 seconds, yes, otherwise I have to go to George Kurian.
I counted you with data.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Regarding ease of doing business, the model of the Modi government is send the ED CBI to business houses, force them to pay via electoral bonds. So that is the kind of ease of business we have seen.
No, let's not do nitpicking. Let's not do nitpicking like that. You see, Anirban, you seem to be on thin ice because Sanju Verma comes prepared with data and facts.
Abhishek, I would like to come in.
I saw George Kurian raising his finger. George Kurian, you wanted to comment.
Yeah, Sanju Verma gave a list of domains that the Bharatiya Janata Party has excelled in, and with the fact, data and numbers. I would like to ask Sanju Verma on your debate that, who is benefiting out of all this? The Modi government has excelled in all these domains because we still find that there is a growing inflation in the country, the growing unemployment in this country, and people are suffering. 80 crore people are being offered ration in this country. So who is benefiting from all these the numbers? See, it can be a number game for you, but the people of India at large should benefit from it.
Let me.
Which is not happening.
George Kurian.
He asked me
George
a
Kurian,
question.
your party. Okay, George Kurian. No, Sanju, hold on. I'll give that
Yes,
chance to you. But let me ask George Kurian. George Kurian, you are talking about whether the government has done its maths. Has the Congress party done its maths? For example, your party announced as one of the guarantees, Mahila Nyay, that rupees 1 lakh would be deposited directly in the accounts of poor women of the country every year. How many poor women are there in the country? 5 crores? At 5 crores,
Well, Abhishek,
1 lakh rupees per annum.
for the party to because
Comes
the party,
to
I'm sure the
about 5
party
lakh
has
crore
done
rupees.
the math and
comes
kept
to about
everything
5 lakh
the
crore
budget
rupees.
in
That's,
mind, and I'm
1/6
sure
of the
that,
annual budget.
at an appropriate time,
That's
the party
roughly
will do the
1/6
needful.
of the annual budget. So that's the problem. You see, I'm asking ideological confusion. You say no, there is none. I'm asking
No,
what's
when
the
the
narrative?
government can,
you are saying
waive
you're
off
not
so
able to
many
find a
lakhs of
convincing
loans of
narrative.
the crony
You are stuck
capitalists,
to
I'm sure the
X-ray and
government
MRI.
can help the needy.
And then even the basic homework is not done on the schemes and the promises that the government, that the political opposition is making. And that's the problem, it seems. That's the problem, it seems, Piyush Joshi and Ratan Sharda. I want them on the screen, Piyush Joshi also. You see, that's the problem with the opposition. They are not able to get a convincing, credible formula, narrative, slogan, political and policy idea going for them. They just randomly throw numbers, randomly throw promises, and the people have become discerning in differentiating between what's welfareism backed by a budget and what's Raebareli backed by only a political slogan. Right, Piyush Joshi?
Right.
Very well said, Abhishek.
As far as that thing is concerned, well, am I audible? Can you hear me? Yeah. No. Yeah. So as far as that thing is concerned,
Please
there's
quickly.
no doubt. Yeah. There's no doubt that BJP is a formidable opposition, and is as far as the narrative is concerned for 2024 election, BJP is a bit ahead of the INDI Alliance as of now. The alliance needs to sort out its priorities. Definitely, there's no doubt about it. You want to have 3 or 4 key highlight points before going into the elections, about which you have to convince the people of the country that this is what we are going to do and this is how we are going to do. As far as that thing is concerned, it needs to sort out its common minimum program very quickly so that it can get to the people and talk about it rather than talking in random jargons. So I agree with you there that as far as the narrative is concerned, as far as the common minimum program is concerned, as far as the key highlight points are concerned, the alliance is a bit is a bit behind, and it needs to sort out its priorities and quickly so that it can go to the people and tell them about its
Not a bit
programs,
behind. I think the time is gone. The time is gone. Unfortunately, the time is gone for the INDI Alliance.
The time is very much there. The priorities need to be sorted out, and you have to go all guns blazing.
I'm only left with 3 minutes.
You have to fight as aggressively as the BJP fights.
Before I give the last word to Ratan Sharda, okay, Piyush Joshi. Before I give you sort of conceded, but that's very honest analysis you have done, Piyush Joshi. Thank you so much for that. Before I give the last word to Ratan Sharda, Sanju, before I give the last word to Ratan Sharda, Sanju, Piyush Joshi has conceded as much as opposition can, while defending their turf. He has been honest. In fact, Anirban also was honest in the case of INDI Alliance, of course, outside of Bengal. And George Kurian, of course, he knows that the Congress party is, thin ice. He knows in his heart. So, Sanju Verma, going into the elections, my question to you is, how does Suresh Pachori strengthen the BJP? How do you still defend Ajit Pawar?
Abhishek, please now. You've given certificates to everybody. I thought you will also pay a compliment to Sanju Verma. You said, Piyush Joshi is honest. Anirban is honest. You also had a good word to say about George Kurian. मैंने क्या बिगाड़ा है आपका भाई साहब? मेरे खिलाफ इतना क्यों बोलते हो आप हमेशा? अभी now let your audience.
I think you got that compliment earlier, Sanju Verma. I have to. Okay, go ahead. Answer my question. Because it's a difficult question, perhaps you're dodging. Answer the question.
No. I take difficult questions, I take the bull by the horns. I will just say this to you, I will answer your question. But because I don't know whether it was George Kurian or Anirban, somebody spoke about inflation. Wholesale inflation for the last 2 months has been between 0.2 and 0.27%. Retail inflation in the last 2 months has been between 5.09 and 5.1%. And fuel inflation in India is negative, -1.6%. And unemployment rate is a record low in the last 75 years, 3.1%. बिना पढ़े लिखे यहाँ पर डेटा मत गलत बताइए. Now coming to Suresh Pachori.
Record low.
Suresh Pachori, can I finish now? It is not
This
your
is a
turn.
Nagpur back
Abhishek
survey.
asked me a tough question. Now my answer to your tough question
was
is
there a
this.
Nagpur back survey?
It's Suresh. अरे background music देना बंद करिए. Abhishek, now why can't you ask him to please keep quiet? I don't want to be
answer my question. Answer my question. Answer my question.
No, since you're singing your tune, at least try to speak the truth. Regarding unemployment, we have seen it highest in the last 45 years.
Let me get the answer to the difficult question I asked of the BJP national spokesperson. Anirban, answer. Sanju Verma, answer.
Okay, sure.
You asked me about Suresh Pachori. I will answer not only about Suresh Pachori, but Suresh Pachori ke saath-saath, there were two other gentlemen who moved over from the Congress to the BJP in Madhya Pradesh. One was Vishal Patel and one was Sanjay Shukla, who was the erstwhile Bahubali of Indore, who's been at loggerheads with Kailash Vijayvargiya on umpteen occasions. What did Amit Shah say when your boss, Arnab Goswami asked Amit Shah that how is it that so many people are leaving the Congress and earlier they were persona non grata और आज BJP उनको जादू की झप्पी दे रही है. तो अमित शाह जी का जवाब ये था, we are committed to our ideology. We are committed to our common minimum program. यदि कांग्रेस से हताश होकर कोई बीजेपी ज्वाइन करता है तो उसका स्वागत है. But that does not mean that an ongoing probe against Ajit Pawar has been derailed. This is what Amit Shah said, and I don't think I need to add anything to that. Thank you.
Fair enough. Ratan Sharda. Last word to you, Ratan Sharda. My question as we end this conversation is...
I'll just make 3-4 points.
Going into the election, BJP seems very confident, very organized, very meticulous.
Party CPI, which is a partner of INDI, has challenged Rahul Gandhi in Wayanad. So Rahul Gandhi has no respect from Communist Party also, which is a near extinct party. Second question is, who is controlling INDI Alliance? If there is nobody convening the INDI Alliance, running the INDI Alliance, everybody is on the local Lena Dena local negotiations, which means there is no INDI. Is state level adjustment chal rahi hai, there is a central body. Then if Congress is losing wicket when it starts carrying out in phases of election. Either it says 2014 election of 9 phases was dictated by them to the election commission, or say election commission is independent. So from 9 phases come to 7 phases, they are crying about it. Thirdly, he talked about saving the democracy. Rahul Gandhi in a meeting clearly threatens the government servants. He says, हम आगे सबका हिसाब कर देंगे. So is that democracy? See what is happening in DMK, Tamil Nadu. What is happening in Kerala? Is that democracy? That is a question. And lastly, electoral bond बहुत चिल्ला रहे हैं TMC वाले. He forgets that 90% of funding of TMC, 90% mind you, comes from electoral bonds. So भैया अपने आंचल पे कौन से दाग है देख लीजिए.
Ratan Sharda, unfortunately I have run out of time, so you can't begin another round of debate with Anirban on the electoral bonds issue. We have discussed it already so many times. Maybe we'll continue this conversation. Of course, now each and every day till 4th of June, when the people would have spoken and we would have 18th Lok Sabha and a new government. Interesting to see whether it would be up ki baar 400 par, or whether INDI would have come together in a rearguard action and at least salvage some of its reputation. On that note, thank you so much, Sanju Verma, Ratan Sharda, Piyush Joshi, George Kurian and Anirban for joining us on this fantastic Sunday conversation. Short break, news and breaking continues on the other side. And of course, 9 p.m. tomorrow, Monday evening, Arnab Goswami is back with the debate.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amethi University.
To extrapolate into the future, Formula E or electric racing will be the norm. So the question is how Formula E reinvents itself to become the leading racing series in the world in a situation in which Formula One might need to go electric too. And that's the big question mark. And I believe there is space for both, but there is always the strategy, the management, and how to execute all of the priorities of the company will make a difference if Formula E succeed or not. Formula E is in a unique position. Formula E can become the main racing series of the world if done correctly.
Well, yeah, I mean, first of all, he's had a great start, which has been great for him and the teams. We've had our best start as a team since we joined the championship. I hope to obviously catch up a bit, to be honest. I've had an okay start. We've got some good points, but we missed out a few opportunities. But about Nick, yeah, I mean, it's been great working with him. I've known him since I was 6, so the relationship's been strong for many, many years.
Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
That started by the refugees living in various settlements across the national capital went on for over an hour, where Delhi police tried to pacify the protesters who were all up in arms against the anti-CA sentiments that has been echoed by the Congress and the India Alliance partner. Joining me right now are some of the protesters who are now leaving the protest site. जो आप लोगों ने अपना प्रोटेस्ट किया है, ये पहले तो मुझे ये बताइए कि ये किस आक्रोश में हुआ है और कितने और लोग आपके साथ?
हमारे साथ हम पाकिस्तान से आए, कम से कम 300-400 बंदे हैं पाकिस्तान से आए, मगर 10-11 साल हो गए यहाँ रहते हुए। तो अभी सीए लागू हुआ था, तो केजरीवाल ने हमारे को कुछ गलत शब्द भी बोले थे। तो बोले थे कि इन्हों को नागरिकता नहीं जाए, एक गुटवेसी है, ये दंगा फसाद करें, ये बेटियों को उठा ले जाएंगे। हम हमारी इज्जत बचा के, हम अपना धर्म बचा के हम यहाँ।
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
I am very, very happy to announce that Niva Bupa Health Insurance has come on board as Republic TV's studio partner. Niva Bupa Health Insurance is the fastest growing company among standalone health insurance players in India. It has also provided health insurance coverage to 1.1 crore people in India and settled over 15 lakh claims, processing one claim every 60 seconds. So we are delighted to be partnering with them.
We are concerned about the notification of the Citizenship Amendment Act on March 11. We are closely monitoring this act, how this act will be implemented. Respect for religious freedom and equal treatment under the law for all communities are fundamental democratic principles.
Viewers, you're watching Republic TV. I'm Shivangi Shukla, getting you the latest that we are tracking. Many developments lined up for you, especially as we count down towards the Lok Sabha elections. We are seeing many political developments. We'll get you up to date with all of them. The headlines we are tracking at this moment first. After Sonia Gandhi exits electoral politics, sources inform Republic that Priyanka Vadra and Rahul Gandhi opt to not contest from the family bastions, Amethi and Raebareli. Sources say FIR registered against former Chhattisgarh CM Bhupesh Baghel and 21 others in the Mahadev app case. 9th ED summon to Delhi CM Kejriwal in Delhi liquor policy case. Aam Aadmi Party targets agency. Atishi questions why ED is not waiting for court order.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को सिर्फ एक चीज से मतलब है कि किसी ना किसी तरीके से चुनाव से पहले अरविंद केजरीवाल को जेल में डाल दो।
Delhi Minister Atishi hits out at BJP and PM Modi over ED summons to CM Kejriwal, says PM is trying to arrest Kejriwal at any cost. Calls probe agencies, PM stooges. Big setback for BRS prior to the Lok Sabha polls as Ranjit Reddy resigns from BRS and joins the Congress. Viewers, Prime Minister Modi is projecting confidence ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, has asked his ministers to draft a roadmap for the first 100 days and next 5 years for a new government. The BJP is hoping for a third straight term in power in the elections that were announced, but by the Election Commission just a short time back. Now, the Prime Minister also addressed a rally in Andhra Pradesh today, where he said that a Viksit Andhra will pave the way for a Viksit Bharat.
कल ही देश में लोकसभा चुनाव का बिगुल बजा है और आज मैं आप सबके बीच आंध्र प्रदेश में हूं। यहां मुझे कोटप कोंडा से ब्रह्मा, विष्णु और महेश तीनों का आशीर्वाद मिल रहा है। त्रिदेवों के इस आशीर्वाद से हमारी सरकार के तीसरे कार्यकाल में देश और भी बड़े निर्णय लेगा। आप सब देखिए, ये संयोग देखिए, इस बार चुनावों के परिणाम 4 जून को आने वाले हैं। अब पूरा देश कह रहा है 4 जून को 400 पार। विकसित भारत के लिए 400 पार, विकसित आंध्र प्रदेश के लिए 400 पार। नालगो वंदलो दाताली एनडीए की वोट वेयाली। साथियों, हमारा एनडीए गठबंधन रीजनल एस्पिरेशंस और नेशनल प्रोग्रेस दोनों को साथ लेकर चलता है। इस चुनाव में बीजेपी के सहयोग हमारे साथी लगातार बढ़ रहे हैं। एनडीए की ताकत बढ़ रही है। चंद्रबाबू नायडू और पवन कल्याण दोनों लंबे समय से आप लोगों के हक के लिए आंध्र के विकास के लिए दिन रात आपके लिए काम करते रहे हैं। एनडीए का लक्ष्य है विकसित भारत के लिए विकसित आंध्र प्रदेश का निर्माण। आंध्र प्रदेश में एनडीए की डबल इंजन सरकार होने से यहां के विकास को और गति मिलेगी।
And US election fervor has intensified after ECI announced the dates for the Lok Sabha polls. Prime Minister Modi is relentless in his attack on the opposition, amplifying the BJP's dominance. The PM is reiterating that 400 par target is in every rally he addresses. He has mentioned that. On the other hand, the INDI Alliance is in a tizzy amid their sources state that the Gandhis are going to abandon the bastions of Amethi and Raebareli. Stay with us as we analyze the implications of this political upheaval and its impact on the upcoming polls. Before that, let's take a look at this report for more.
A day after ECI announced the poll schedule,
फेज 1 का शेड्यूल एक दिन से हमें 2 बार करना पड़ रहा है। फिर बिहार के लिए वहां एक फेस्टिवल है, तो नोटिफिकेशन की डेट सेम है, लेकिन बस लास्ट डेट ऑफ विड्रॉल हमें 30 मार्च की जगह 2 अप्रैल सिर्फ बिहार की फर्स्ट फेज के लिए करनी पड़ रही है, क्योंकि वहां त्योहार हैं। और पूरी कंट्री में 4 जून को काउंटिंग होगी।
signs are pointing towards a potential seismic shift in India's political landscape as the battle officially kicks off. Sources have informed to Republic that Priyanka Vadra and Rahul Gandhi opt to not contest from family bastions Amethi and Raebareli. Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Ghulam Nabi Azad reacted to the swirling speculation of Gandhis abandoning their bastion.
बीएसपी और समाजवादी 98 का पहला इलेक्शन है सोनिया जी का, तब से आज तक दोनों छोड़ते आए हैं। और राहुल गांधी का इलेक्शन 2004 से आज तक दोनों को छोड़ते आए हैं। अब वो जाने, लेकिन आपका जनरल नॉलेज हूँ कि एक 25 साल से छोड़ते आए, एक 20 साल से छोड़ते।
The BJP also underscored the blatant disparity within the Congress.
देखिए, जो कहते हैं कि अमेठी गांधी खानदान का गढ़ है, वो अपने ओर से एक कैंडिडेट देने में इतना समय क्यों लगा रहे हैं? तो उनका लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस ही आपको बताता है कि अमेठी अब कांग्रेस बैस्टियन नहीं रही है। अगर वो 2 सीटों से लड़ते हैं, तो इसका मतलब वो अमेठी से अपनी हार को ऑलरेडी चुनाव होने से पहले ही घोषित कर रहे हैं।
While the Congress seems to be losing control, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going all out with his election campaigns. The PM launched a fiery attack on Congress in Kalaburgi, straight from the backyard of the Grand Old Party's chief, Mallikarjun Kharge.
अभी तो चुनाव की घोषणा होना बाकी है और आपने घोषणा कर दी। आज पूरा कर्नाटका कह रहा है, अब की बार कि इंडी अलायंस और कांग्रेस के लोग भी कहने लगे हैं, और आपके यहां के एक नेता ने तो पार्लियामेंट में कह दिया, हमारे विरोधी कह रहे हैं अब की बार।
Opposition leaders are clearly losing faith in party policies and are joining hands with the BJP.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के कुशल नेतृत्व में और उनका भारत को एक विकसित राष्ट्र बनाने का जो सपना है, उससे प्रभावित होकर के मैंने कांग्रेस पार्टी से त्यागपत्र दिया है।
The BJP is also confident of their 400+ target.
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में 5 उत्तराखंड की सीटें प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की झोली में देते हुए फिर एक बार मोदी सरकार देश में स्थापित होगी। इस बार 400 पार जाके एक देश के उत्साह को नया रूप, नया स्वरूप, नए रंग देने का काम उत्तराखंड करेगा।
The polls are less than 35 days away. The BJP is ramping up poll preparations.
चुनावों के परिणाम 4 जून को आने वाले हैं। अब पूरा देश कह रहा है 4 जून को 400 पार।
On the other hand, the Congress is in the tailspin and unable to stem the bleeding. Where are the Gandhis going to contest from? Can INDI Alliance survive till the 2024 Lok Sabha polls? And is the BJP's aim for 400 par already a done deal?
As election poll dates have been announced, both the NDA and the INDI bloc are setting pieces on the electoral chessboard, with the NDA seemingly at an advantage and the INDA bloc trying to play catch-up. Here's more on this story in this report.
The date sheet for the big elections finale has been announced, and the nation has gone into an election frenzy. With the elections around the corner, the BJP is confident of a win, a big win.
अब की बार 400 पार।
In 2019, Prime Minister made a promise.
नौजवान भी बोल रहा है, बुजुर्ग भी बोल रहे हैं, महिलाएं भी बोल रही हैं, शहर वाले भी बोल रहे हैं, किसान भी बोल रहा है, मजदूर भी बोल रहा है। अब की बार 400 पार। अब की बार
And delivered, only to now up the bar for his party.
अब की बार 400 पार। अब की बार
A thought echoed by many others in the party. The NDA, standing at a majestic 341, is much closer to its tally with 38.5% vote share. INDI, now seemingly in disarray, is far from the magic number at 119 seats, much below the 272 seat mark. The Congress, the principal party in the Lok Sabha, does not have the 50 seats in Lok Sabha, while the BJP sits at a handsome 303. With the poll dates announced, it appears that the BJP's election machinery is set for the kill, and the opposition still undecided on many key issues. It is not difficult to see where the elections are headed. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And the CAA storm continues to ruffle the opposition as the Lok Sabha polls draw closer and closer. INDI continues to spread misinformation ahead of the biggest festival of democracy. This even as ECI has categorically stated to not spread misinformation and hate during the poll campaigns. The INDI Alliance playing politics around CAA could prove to be a nail in its own coffin. Take a look at this report for more.
With the Lok Sabha polls right around the corner, politics around CAA continues to rage on. Despite BJP reiterating that the act does not aim to take away citizenship.
ट्राइबल कॉम्पोजिशन और उनके अधिकार को हम जरा भी डाइल्यूट नहीं कर रहे हैं। हमने एक्ट में ही प्रोविजन कर दिया है कि जहां पर भी इनर लाइन परमिट है और जहां संविधान की 6ठी सूची में जो क्षेत्र शामिल किए गए हैं, इन पर वहां पर CAA नहीं लागू होगा और वहां के एड्रेस वाला एप्लीकेशन भी ऐप में अपलोड ही नहीं होता है, तो लागू होने का सवाल ही नहीं आता है। और एक्ट में ही प्रोविजन है, मगर हमने एप्लीकेशन में भी वो एरिया को एक्सक्लूड कर दिया है। कोई अप्लाई करेगा भी वो वहां से तो नहीं, ऐप ही नहीं खुलेगा।
Hindu Sena put up hoardings firing barbs at AAP for spreading misinformation about CAA, which were later taken down.
Today morning, we saw how posters condemning the statements against Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal were put up in the Mandi House area by Hindu Sena. Hindu Sena's president Vishnu Gupta, in a conversation with Republic, said that these posters have been put up against the CM Kejriwal, as he has been the one who has been hurting the sentiments of the people who have been granted citizenship by the Union Ministry and also specifically by the Central Party, BJP as well.
On the other hand, 18 Pakistani refugees in Ahmedabad were granted citizenship. This comes after migrants protested against AAP for its comments on the Citizenship Amendment Act. While PM Modi, with his all-inclusive agenda, provides relief to refugees in the country, the INDI bloc is going all hammer and tongs to stay relevant ahead of the polls. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Your top stories we are tracking right now. In compliance with Supreme Court order, Election Commission of India uploaded the election bond numbers and other data revealing who purchased the bonds and which parties redeemed them. This comes after the Supreme Court came down heavily on ECI for not publishing all details previously. Bihar Minister Santosh Kumar Suman drops a big hint on NDA seats sharing in Bihar, says seat sharing formality is completed. An announcement can be made within the next 24 to 28 hours. DPAP Chief Ghulam Nabi Azad appeals to ECI to hold state assembly elections in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, says ECI can conduct Vidhan Sabha polls 1 month after the Lok Sabha elections. Rajasthan Chief Electoral Officer to finalize a voter list for the first two phases of Lok Sabha voting on March 27th and April 4th. Rajasthan will go to polls on 19th and 26th of April. Another big jolt to Uttarakhand Congress as Badrinath MLA Rajendra Bhandari jumps ship to the BJP, says was inspired by the vision of PM Modi for the poor. In another jolt to Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena UBT, and MLC has jumped ship to join CM Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena. This comes as MVA continues to huddle to settle for seat sharing for the Lok Sabha elections. And RSS Akhil Bharatiya Pratinidhi Sabha has re-elected Dattatreya Hosbale for the post of General Secretary for the period from 2024 to 2027. Now, Dattatreya will be hailed, has in fact hailed Pran Pratishtha of Ram Lala, saying that Sri Ram is the civilizational identity of the country.
श्री राम जन्मभूमि और उस पर एक मंदिर, यह भारत के सभ्यता का प्रतीक है, संस्कृति का प्रतीक है। श्री राम भारत के सिविलाइजेशनल सिंबल है। राम मंदिर इस देश की अस्मिता का प्रतीक है। यह बार बार सिद्ध हुआ है और 22 जनवरी के पौष शुक्ल द्वादशी के कार्यक्रम इसको पुनः सिद्ध करके दिखाया है। तो इससे भी अधिक हमारे लिए एक आनंद की बात यह है कि देश भर में स्वयंसेवक और इस विचार के साथ जुड़े हुए लोगों ने 19 करोड़ से अधिक, लगभग 20 करोड़ तक घरों का संपर्क किया है। यह मुझे लगता है भारत के इतिहास में किसी भी एक अभियान 15 दिन के अंदर जो हुआ है उसमें एक कीर्तिमान है।
Also coming up, US 9 ED summoned to Delhi CM Kejriwal in Delhi liquor policy case, and Aam Aadmi Party is targeting agency. Plus, sources say FIR registered against former Chhattisgarh CM Bhupesh Baghel and 21 others in the Mahadev app case.
Yeah, we don't have another option. Yeah, it looks like a little bit tradition, no? 3 years in a row, so playing the king of the competition because winning 14 Champions League. But yeah, it's what it is. Hopefully we can arrive in a good moment, and still few weeks before the first game in Madrid, and yeah, we'll see. Well, he's not ready. He already played in Anfield with some problems. But he's getting better. He's not ready for tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure with the... So we spoke with a manager from Belgium, from Domenico Tedesco, and he decided, and that's why I'm grateful, because he didn't feel good and can recover for the last part of the season.
And viewers, Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal was issued a 9th summon by the ED over the excise policy case on Saturday. Now, this time, the ED has issued 2 fresh summons to the Delhi CM in connection with the Delhi Liquor Gate and the Delhi Jal Board corruption case. Now, while the Aam Aadmi Party continues to defend their party chief, terming the ED summons a BJP plot, the BJP has continued its offensive, asking for accountability from the Delhi Chief Minister. Here's more.
A day after Delhi court granted bail to Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal for skipping 8 ED summons, the Enforcement Directorate has issued a 9th summons to the Aam Aadmi Party chief. This time, the Enforcement Directorate has issued 2 summons, one in connection with the Delhi liquor scam and one in the Delhi Jal Board corruption case. Delhi Minister Atishi came out in defense of a party supremo, alleging that they were oblivious to the existence of the Jal Board case and that it is all part of a BJP plot to arrest Kejriwal.
ये मामला जल बोर्ड वाला है क्या, ये तो हम भी जानना चाहते हैं। ये किसी को नहीं पता कि ये मामला क्या है, इसमें किस चीज की जांच हो रही है, क्या कह रहे हैं कि क्या घोटाला हुआ, ये किसी को नहीं पता। इसलिए ऐसा लगता है कि गिरफ्तारी करने के लिए कोई बैकअप प्लान की शुरुआत हो रही है कि अगर इस मामले में नहीं गिरफ्तार कर पाए तो उस मामले में गिरफ्तार कर लेंगे।
Delhi BJP chief charged back at the Aam Aadmi Party by saying that Jal Board matter is bigger than the liquor scam.
नया मामला नहीं है, जल बोर्ड भ्रष्टाचार का सबसे बड़ा अड्डा है और मुझे लगता है शराब नीति घोटाले से बड़ा मामला आपको जल बोर्ड का मिलेगा। करोड़ों करोड़ों रुपए की लूटपाट जल बोर्ड में मचाई गई है पिछले 8-9 सालों में। अरविंद केजरीवाल जब सत्ता में आए थे तो जल बोर्ड फायदे का सौदा था, 1,000-1,200 करोड़ रुपए प्रॉफिट में था, आज 80,000 करोड़ के लोन पर है। इतना बड़ा गैप अरविंद केजरीवाल ने कर दिया।
Supreme Court advocate and BJP Lok Sabha candidate Basuri Swaraj furthered the attack on Aam Aadmi Party's narrative on the legality of the summons.
आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी स्वयं इतने पढ़े लिखे हैं, उनका पूरा मंत्रिमंडल इतने पढ़े लिखे लोगों के साथ है, लेकिन ऐसा लगता है कि जब कानूनी बात आती है ना तो उनका ज्ञान जीरो है। खुद इनकी पार्टी में वकील हैं, पर लगता है शायद उन्होंने केवल LLB की डिग्री करी है, कोर्ट में कभी प्रैक्टिस नहीं करी। जाहिर सी बात है कि आम आदमी पार्टी के सरगना माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी हैं, इसीलिए उनकी जवाबदेही बनती है, उनको ही जांच में जुड़कर बताना पड़ेगा कि आम आदमी पार्टी इतना ज्यादा करप्शन क्यों कर रही है।
Despite new summons, Aam Aadmi Party claimed a moral victory after Arvind Kejriwal was forced to attend Delhi court for his bail.
जो बार बार कह रहे थे कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी कोर्ट से भाग रहे हैं, जो बार बार कह रहे थे कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ईडी से भाग रहे हैं, कल दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उनका मुंह बंद कर दिया।
BJP MP Manoj Tiwari also joined in to slam the Aam Aadmi Party chief's track record by saying he has lost the respect of the people.
ये अरविंद केजरीवाल का अब सम्मान नहीं है, अब अरविंद केजरीवाल को सिर्फ सम्मान है। 8 सम्मान की अवहेलना के बाद उनको कोर्ट की शरण में जाना पड़ा कि न्यायपालिका हमें बचाए, और न्यायपालिका थोड़ी देर के लिए राहत दी। चलो भाई 8 सम्मान में नहीं गए तो थोड़ा देर के लिए बेल देते हैं, लेकिन फिर से कहा गया जाकर के इन्वेस्टिगेशन में शामिल होइए।
The AAP Supremo has consistently stated that the case against him in the Liquorgate probe was false. After skipping 8 summons of the ED in the excise policy scam, will Arvind Kejriwal respect the ED summon in Delhi Jal Board case? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And a mega update in the Mahadev betting app scam. The Economic Offences Wing of Raipur registered an FIR naming former Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel and 15 others. Republic has exclusively accessed the FIR that revealed the complex nexus of criminal conspiracy with the money laundering allegation amounting to over 6,000 crores. The FIR also accused Congress leaders and state machinery of taking protection money for facilitating the crime. Here's more.
An FIR has been registered against former Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel in the Mahadev online betting app scam. The police have attached statements that allege that state Congress leaders and police officers were involved in helping the accused in the illegal betting business by taking protection money. This comes months after the Mahadev betting app scam was uncovered, in which online betting app was used to earn over 450 crores monthly in illegal betting since 2020. Republic accessed the FIR copy, revealing stark details of the illegal betting operation, the proceeds of which could be well over 6,000 crores.
In the Mahadev betting app scandal, the heat against former Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh Bhupesh Baghel has increased. The trouble has mounted after an FIR has been registered by the Economic Offence Wing of Raipur under the relevant sections of breach of trust, forgery and cheating. Remember the Mahadev betting app scandal, which is valued at the tunes of over 6,000 crores. Several serious allegations have been made against Bhupesh Baghel, which is under the sections of 120B, 34 and relevant sections of the PMLA Act as well.
Former Chief Minister Baghel is now stuck in the center of the scam. He has been charged for cheating, criminal conspiracy, breach of trust and forgery. Apart from Bhupesh Baghel, 16 others, including Mahadev app promoters, Saurabh Chandrakar and Ravi Uppal, have been named in the FIR. This after the Financial Crimes Investigation Agency alleged that Bhupesh Baghel had received a 508 crore bribe from the Mahadev app promoters. Claiming innocence in the matter, former Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel brushed the matter as political vendetta.
जो अभी 14 कंपनियों के साथ हुआ, अभी दिल्ली में 450 गिरफ्तारियां की, उसको लुकआउट सर्कुलर जारी कराया और उसके गूगल को हमने पत्र लिखा है बंद कराया जाए। भारत सरकार को भी चिट्ठी लिखी इसको बंद कराया जाए। विधानसभा में इसके खिलाफ कड़े कानून लाए। तो प्रोटेक्शन कैसे हुआ? प्रोटेक्शन तो वो है जिन राज्यों में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकारें चल रही है और वहां एक भी कार्रवाई नहीं हो रही है और महादेव वहां चल रहा है, वहां जरूर मिल रहा होगा प्रोटेक्शन।
With the Congress now stuck in another corruption storm, this time in Chhattisgarh, how much will the FIR on Baghel hurt Congress's prospects in the state ahead of the Lok Sabha elections? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
We are joined by BJP leader Manjinder Singh Sirsa as he met Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar today and filed and gave a complaint against Arvind Kejriwal. Sirsa sir, the first question to you, that Arvind Kejriwal has been using harsh words against those who were persecuted in their country and had taken shelter in our country, and the protests have also geared up in national capital in several places.
So that is the reason we met CEC and Election Commissioners today here in Delhi. We have requested the Election Commission that this kind of statement by Arvind Kejriwal is spreading a hate among other communities against Sikhs, against Hindus, by saying that अगर इनको रहने का मौका भारत में नागरिकता मिलेगी तो ये बलात्कार कर देंगे बच्चियों का, by saying this कि अगर ये आपके घर के सामने घर बनाएंगे तो आपकी बच्चियां असुरक्षित हो जाएंगी, अपने घर से निकल नहीं पाएंगी, by saying that कि आपके रोजगार छीन लेंगे, by saying this कि ये लोग पाकिस्तान और अफगानिस्तान से जो आए हैं ये घुसपैठिए हैं, इन्होंने गैरकानूनी काम करे हैं, हमारे बच्चों और बच्चियों के ऊपर इसका बहुत बड़ा असर हो रहा है। हमारी सिख कम्युनिटी जो है अफगानिस्तान से जो आई है, पाकिस्तान से आई है, वो आज हमें सुबह आकर मिले भी थे। दे मेट अस yesterday also, they raised this issue, and for that sake we have raised this issue before the Honorable Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commission of India. So they assured us that they will take action. We have requested them that all these tweets, all these videos on X, posted on X and Facebook, should be immediately withdrawn, removed.
Every year at the Republic Summit, we've celebrated the drivers of Bharat's success. This year, it is with immense pride that we give the stage to Maruti Suzuki, a brand that has earned the trust of the people of Bharat from one generation to the next. Today, we have with us the Senior Executive Officer at Maruti Suzuki, Mr. Shashank Srivastav, who will deliver a visionary keynote address on how Maruti Suzuki is revving up for the next decade. Mr. Srivastav is a trailblazer with an illustrious career spanning more than 3 decades with the iconic company. And today, as we celebrate entrepreneurship spirit that has the courage and vision to build for an evolving future, here's a tribute to the great legacy in motion being scripted by Maruti Suzuki.
A lot in these 40 years. It's not only the automobile market and the aspirations of people regarding cars, it's the aspirations of people generally which have changed a considerable amount, especially in the last 10 years or so. We started with a small car and that revolutionized the entire industry.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, my thanks to Republic for allowing Maruti Suzuki to present our perspective on the Indian auto industry and also what we believe India has the potential for the future. So before I delve into the next decade, let me also point out that automotive industry is one of the most important industries for our country. Not just for manufacturing, automotive is almost half the manufacturing industry in our country, half of the manufacturing GDP, but also of the overall GDP, almost 8%. So when we started, you saw some visuals there. Indian auto industry was just about 50,000 cars a year. There was no localization. The quality was not so good. There were no exports. And of course, there was hardly any rural penetration. The contribution of automobile during those days was just 1% of GDP. But today, and I think we should all be proud of it, India is the number 1 in production in two-wheelers, number 1 in three-wheelers, number 1 in tractors, and number 3 in passenger vehicles. Last year, we overtook Japan as the number 3 manufacturer in the world. And about 4 years back, we had overtaken Germany. It was then at number 5. Today, I am very proud to say that, in fact, this is the last month of the fiscal year, and we will be touching the all-time high in the industry of passenger vehicles at 4.2 million cars. That's, yeah. The target is, of course, to reach from 7.5% GDP to about 12%, as has been seen in the automotive policy paper. And also the manufacturing itself should go up from 15% to 25% of GDP. Of course, automotive industry is employing almost 30 million people directly and indirectly. We do 7 lakh of exports. And by the way, Maruti Suzuki is also the largest exporter of passenger vehicles in the country. Almost 40% of the exports of cars comes from Maruti Suzuki. I have a happy news, of course, and which is that this year we should also cross the 2 million mark as one company for the first time ever. Yeah. But what is tomorrow? Tomorrow, the auto industry is going to be even bigger. We talk about the next decade. Passenger vehicle industry in the next decade will be about, in 2030 actually, not 10 years from now, 6 years from now, will be 6 million cars. And that's a huge number. By the way, we will still be only at 32, penetration will be only 32 per 1,000 people, as against maybe 700 for the more developed countries. So the upside is really huge. To look at it in another way, Maruti will be doing 4 million vehicles by 2030. And what took us 40 years to reach this 2 million mark, the next 2 million should come in 6 years. That is the big change that you see, not only in the industry, it is across industries in India. And that is what we should all be proud of for what has been done in our country. Component exports, also huge, almost 1.6 lakh crore. Component business is now almost 8 lakh crore. So why are we so confident about that 6 million? Why are we so confident India will be continue to be the third largest? Because of 3 reasons. One, we have very good manpower, skilled manpower, and that is something which the government has really pushed in the last few years, the upskilling and the reskilling of India. That should really help us going forward. Second is that in terms of technology, the digital, the industry 4.0 as they call, where digital is the base, in technology adoption as also in technology talent, India is the leading country in the world, whether it is terms of design or whether in terms of actually having such things as software for connected cars or software for autonomous cars. Nowadays, you may be knowing that earlier we used to call cars as wheels with data. Now we call cars as data with wheels. That is the extent of digitalization that has happened. And third is government policies. Of course, government policies have been really good when you look at manufacturing support from the government, PLI scheme, FAME for automotive. I think it's really good. And finally, I think the most important, a lot of investments coming in. The scale is huge. And that's because it's been driven by 2 things. The urbanization, which is now expected to be 41% by 2030 from the current 35% level. And the disposable income going up because the economy is doing so well. And they say that a lot of manufacturers, a lot of companies across the world, they are looking at what they call China plus 1 strategy. And China plus 1 mein jo 1 hai, that will be largely, India will have the largest component of that plus 1. Yeah, but the thing to clap for is not that India will have the largest part of that +1. I believe, Maruti Suzuki believes, that actually later on, people will be talking of India +1. And that is what... And you have seen a lot of investments coming in. That's why we are so confident our industry will do well in the next decade. The Bharat that we are building. Maruti Suzuki has announced 2 new plants, one in Kharkhoda, investment of 20,000 crore, one in an EV plant, 20,000 crore again, and a 10,000 crore investment by Suzuki in battery and battery-related components. Hyundai has announced 20,000 crore, as also MG. I think we are moving towards global quality, and that means India will become a hub for even export of cars. And 2 things which we believe will drive is the sustainability and the safety, which is increasingly becoming the most important criteria for different aspects of business. So I think overall, you heard the Chief Minister of Assam speaking. I think we are looking at a new India, and I'm not talking in political context, I'm talking only from a pure manufacturing and a pure industry context. We talked about scale, we talked about skill, we talked about speed, but I think the most important thing, and I will end my talk with that, the most important thing we believe at Maruti Suzuki that is actually propelling the growth in industry, and whether it is politics, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is whatever, it is this new India is being propelled by this great self-belief and the spirit that we have had. The spirit has actually multiplied, it has actually grown in the last few years, and I think there will be no more stopping for us. I just came from a seminar where one person was saying that going forward we have to maintain that spirit, and of course we should now hunt across the world in packs and not just as individuals, and that will be the new India of the next decade. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Srivastava, for sharing the intricate and far-sighted vision of Maruti Suzuki, and we wish you all the best.
तमिलनाडु में बीजेपी का प्रदर्शन इस बार डीएमके और कांग्रेस के इंडी अलायंस का सारा घमंड तोड़ करके रख देगा। एक तरफ बीजेपी की कल्याणकारी स्कीम होती है, दूसरी तरफ इनके करोड़ों के स्कैम होते हैं। ये लोग तमिल संस्कृति को नष्ट करना चाहते हैं। ये लोग महिलाओं के नाम पर राजनीति करने की कोशिश करते हैं। साथियों, डीएमके और कांग्रेस का इंडी अलायंस कभी भी तमिलनाडु को विकसित नहीं बना सकता। इन लोगों की हिस्ट्री घोटालों की है। इन लोगों की राजनीति का आधार लोगों को लूटने के लिए सत्ता में आना है। एक तरफ बीजेपी की कल्याणकारी स्कीम होती है, दूसरी तरफ इनके करोड़ों के स्कैम होते हैं। हमने ऑप्टिकल फाइबर और 5G दिया, हमारे नाम पर डिजिटल इंडिया स्कीम है, इंडी अलायंस के नाम पर लाखों करोड़ रुपए का 2G का स्कैम है और डीएमके उस लूट की सबसे बड़ी हिस्सेदार थी। बीजेपी ने बड़ी संख्या में एयरपोर्ट बनाए, हमारे नाम पर उड़ान स्कीम है, इंडी अलायंस के नाम देश की सुरक्षा के साथ खिलवाड़ करने वाले हेलीकॉप्टर स्कैम है। हमारी खेलो इंडिया और टॉप स्कीम से देश ने खेलों में ऊंचा मुकाम हासिल किया, लेकिन उनके नाम पर CWG स्कैम का दाग है। हमने खनिज सेक्टर में रिफॉर्म को लागू किया, इंडी अलायंस के नाम पर कॉल स्कैम की कालिख लगी है। ये लिस्ट बहुत लंबी है और यही इंडी अलायंस की सच्चाई है। तमिलनाडु में बीजेपी का प्रदर्शन इस बार डीएमके और कांग्रेस के इंडी अलायंस का सारा घमंड तोड़ करके रख देगा। ये लोग अब गाली गलौज पर उतर आए हैं, तमिलनाडु की पहचान को बदनाम कर रहे हैं। आप सोचिए, डीएमके और कांग्रेस तब भी चुप बैठे रहे थे जब जली
As election poll dates have been announced, both the NDA and the INDI bloc are setting pieces on the electoral chessboard, with the NDA seemingly at an advantage and the INDA bloc trying to play catch up. Here's more on this story in this report.
The date sheet for the big elections finale has been announced, and the nation has gone into an election frenzy. With the elections around the corner, the BJP is confident of a win, a big win.
अब की बार 400 पार।
In 2019, Prime Minister made a promise.
नौजवान भी बोल रहा है, बुजुर्ग भी बोल रहे हैं, महिलाएं भी बोल रही हैं, शहर वाले भी बोल रहे हैं, किसान भी बोल रहा है, मजदूर भी बोल रहा है। अब की बार 400 पार। अब की बार
And delivered, only to now up the bar for his party.
अब की बार 400 पार। अब की बार
A thought echoed by many others in the party. The NDA, standing at a majestic 341, is much closer to its tally with 38.5% vote share. INDI, now seemingly in disarray, is far from the magic number at 119 seats, much below the 272 seat mark. The Congress, the principal party in the Lok Sabha, does not have the 50 seats in Lok Sabha, while the BJP sits at a handsome 303. With the poll dates announced, it appears that the BJP's election machinery is set for the kill, and the opposition still undecided on many key issues. It is not difficult to see where the elections are headed. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And And the CAA storm continues to ruffle the opposition as the Lok Sabha polls draw closer and closer. INDI continues to spread misinformation ahead of the biggest festival of democracy. This even as ECI has categorically stated to not spread misinformation and hate during the poll campaigns. The INDI Alliance playing politics around CAA could prove to be a nail in its own coffin. Take a look at this report for more.
With the Lok Sabha polls right around the corner, politics around CAA continues to rage on. Despite BJP reiterating that the act does not aim to take away citizenship.
ट्राइबल कॉम्पोजिशन और उनके अधिकार को हम जरा भी डाइल्यूट नहीं कर रहे हैं। हमने एक्ट में ही प्रोविजन कर दिया है कि जहां पर भी इनर लाइन परमिट है और जहां संविधान की 6ठी सूची में जो क्षेत्र शामिल किए गए हैं इन पर वहां पर CAA नहीं लागू होगा और वहां के एड्रेस वाला एप्लीकेशन भी ऐप में अपलोड ही नहीं होता है, तो लागू होने का सवाल ही नहीं आता है। और एक्ट में ही प्रोविजन है मगर हमने एप्लीकेशन में भी वो एरिया को एक्सक्लूड कर दिया है। कोई अप्लाई करेगा भी वो वहां से तो नहीं, ऐप ही नहीं खुलेगा।
Hindu Sena put up hoardings firing barbs at AAP for spreading misinformation about CAA, which were later taken down.
Today morning, we saw how posters condemning the statements against Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal were put up in the Mandi House area by Hindu Sena. Hindu Sena's President Vishnu Gupta, in a conversation with Republic, said that these posters have been put up against the CM Kejriwal as he has been the one who has been hurting the sentiments of the people who have been granted citizenship by the Union Ministry and also specifically by the Central Party, BJP as well.
On the other hand, 18 Pakistani refugees in Ahmedabad were granted citizenship. This comes after migrants protested against AAP for its comments on the Citizenship Amendment Act. While PM Modi, with his all-inclusive agenda, provides relief to refugees in the country, the INDI bloc is going all hammer and tongs to stay relevant ahead of the polls. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Your top stories we are tracking right now. In compliance with Supreme Court order, Election Commission of India uploaded their election bond numbers and other data revealing who purchased the bonds and which parties redeemed them. This comes after the Supreme Court came down heavily on ECI for not publishing all details previously. Bihar Minister Santosh Kumar Suman drops a big hint on NDA seats sharing in Bihar, says seat sharing formality is completed. An announcement can be made within the next 24 to 28 hours. DPAP Chief Ghulam Nabi Azad appeals to ECI to hold state assembly elections in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, says ECI can conduct Vidhan Sabha polls 1 month after the Lok Sabha elections. Rajasthan Chief Electoral Officer to finalize a voter list for the first 2 phases of Lok Sabha voting on March 27th and April 4th. Rajasthan will go to polls on 19th and 26th of April.
I am very, very happy to announce that Niva Bupa Health Insurance has come on board as Republic TV's studio partner. Niva Bupa Health Insurance is the fastest growing company among standalone health insurance players in India. It has also provided health insurance coverage to 1.1 crore people in India and settled over 15 lakh claims, processing 1 claim every 60 seconds. So we are delighted to be partnering with them.
तमिलनाडु में बीजेपी का प्रदर्शन इस बार डीएमके और कांग्रेस के इंडी अलायंस का सारा घमंड तोड़ करके रख देगा। एक तरफ बीजेपी की कल्याणकारी स्कीम होती है, दूसरी तरफ इनके करोड़ों के स्कैम होते हैं। ये लोग तमिल संस्कृति को नष्ट करना चाहते हैं। ये लोग महिलाओं के नाम पर राजनीति करने की कोशिश करते हैं। साथियों, डीएमके और कांग्रेस का इंडी अलायंस कभी भी तमिलनाडु को विकसित नहीं बना सकता। इन लोगों की हिस्ट्री घोटालों की है। इन लोगों की राजनीति का आधार लोगों को लूटने के लिए सत्ता में आना है। एक तरफ बीजेपी की कल्याणकारी स्कीम होती है, दूसरी तरफ इनके करोड़ों के स्कैम होते हैं। हमने ऑप्टिकल फाइबर और 5G दिया। हमारे नाम पर डिजिटल इंडिया स्कीम है। इंडी अलायंस के नाम पर लाखों करोड़ रुपए का 2G का स्कैम है और डीएमके उस लूट की सबसे बड़ी हिस्सेदार थी। बीजेपी ने बड़ी संख्या में एयरपोर्ट बनाए, हमारे नाम पर उड़ान स्कीम है। इंडी अलायंस के नाम देश की सुरक्षा के साथ खिलवाड़ करने वाले हेलीकॉप्टर स्कैम है। हमारी खेलो इंडिया और टॉप स्कीम से देश ने खेलों में ऊंचा मुकाम हासिल किया, लेकिन उनके नाम पर CWG स्कैम का दाग है। हमने खनिज सेक्टर में रिफॉर्म को लागू किया।
Viewers, you're watching Republic TV. I'm Shivangi Shukla, getting you the latest that we are tracking. Many developments lined up for you, especially as we count down towards the Lok Sabha elections. We are seeing many political developments. We'll get you up to date with all of them. The headlines we are tracking at this moment first. After Sonia Gandhi exits electoral politics, sources inform Republic that Priyanka Vatra and Rahul Gandhi opt to not contest from the family bastions, Amethi and Raebareli. Sources say FIR registered against former Chhattisgarh CM Bhupesh Baghel and 21 others in the Mahadev app case. Ninth ED summon to Delhi CM Kejriwal in Delhi liquor policy case. Aam Aadmi Party targets agency. Atishi questions why ED is not waiting for court order.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को सिर्फ एक चीज से मतलब है कि किसी ना किसी तरीके से चुनाव से पहले अरविंद केजरीवाल को जेल में डाल दो।
Delhi Minister Atishi hits out at BJP and PM Modi over ED summons to CM Kejriwal, says PM is trying to arrest Kejriwal at any cost, calls probe agencies PM stooges. Big setback for BRS prior to the Lok Sabha polls as Ranjit Reddy resigns from BRS and joins the Congress. Viewers, Prime Minister Modi is projecting confidence ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, has asked his ministers to draft a roadmap for the first 100 days and next 5 years for a new government. The BJP is hoping for a third straight term in power in the elections that were announced, but by the Election Commission just a short time back. Now, the Prime Minister also addressed a rally in Andhra Pradesh today, where he said that a Viksit Andhra will pave the way for a Viksit Bharat.
कल ही देश में लोकसभा चुनाव का बिगुल बजा है और आज मैं आप सबके बीच आंध्र प्रदेश में हूं। यहां मुझे कोटप कोंडा से ब्रह्मा, विष्णु और महेश तीनों का आशीर्वाद मिल रहा है। त्रिदेवों के इस आशीर्वाद से हमारी सरकार के तीसरे कार्यकाल में देश और भी बड़े निर्णय लेगा। आप सब देखिए, ये संयोग देखिए, इस बार चुनावों के परिणाम 4 जून को आने वाले हैं। अब पूरा देश कह रहा है 4 जून को 400 पार। विकसित भारत के लिए 400 पार, विकसित आंध्र प्रदेश के लिए 400 पार। नालगो वंदलो दाताली एनडीए की वोट वेयाली। साथियों, हमारा एनडीए गठबंधन रीजनल एस्पिरेशंस और नेशनल प्रोग्रेस दोनों को साथ लेकर चलता है। इस चुनाव में बीजेपी के सहयोग हमारे साथी लगातार बढ़ रहे हैं। एनडीए की ताकत बढ़ रही है। चंद्रबाबू नायडू और पवन कल्याण दोनों लंबे समय से आप लोगों के हक के लिए, आंध्र के विकास के लिए दिन रात आपके लिए काम करते रहे हैं। एनडीए का लक्ष्य है विकसित भारत के लिए विकसित आंध्र प्रदेश का निर्माण। आंध्र प्रदेश में एनडीए की डबल इंजन सरकार होने से यहां के विकास को और गति मिलेगी।
And viewers, election fervor has intensified after ECI announced the dates for the Lok Sabha polls. Prime Minister Modi is relentless in his attack on the opposition, amplifying the BJP's dominance. The PM is reiterating that 400 par target is in every rally he addresses. He has mentioned that. On the other hand, the INDI Alliance is in a tizzy amid their sources state that the Gandhis are going to abandon the bastions of Amethi and Raebareli. Stay with us as we analyze the implications of this political upheaval and its impact on the upcoming polls. Before that, let's take a look at this report for more.
A day after ECI announced the poll schedule,
फेज 1 का शेड्यूल एक दिन से हमें 2 बार करना पड़ रहा है। फिर बिहार के लिए वहां एक फेस्टिवल है, तो नोटिफिकेशन की डेट सेम है, लेकिन बस लास्ट डेट ऑफ विड्रॉल हमें 30 मार्च की जगह 2 अप्रैल सिर्फ बिहार की फर्स्ट फेज के लिए करनी पड़ रही है, क्योंकि वहां त्योहार हैं। और पूरी कंट्री में 4 जून को काउंटिंग होगी।
Signs are pointing towards a potential seismic shift in India's political landscape as the battle officially kicks off. Sources have informed Republic that Priyanka Vadra and Rahul Gandhi opt to not contest from family bastions Amethi and Raebareli. Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Ghulam Nabi Azad reacted to the swirling speculation of Gandhis abandoning their bastion.
बीएसपी और समाजवादी 98 का पहला इलेक्शन है सोनिया जी का, तब से आज तक दोनों छोड़ते आए, और राहुल गांधी का इलेक्शन 2004 से आज तक दोनों को छोड़ते आए। अब वो जाने, लेकिन आपका जनरल नॉलेज हूँ कि एक 25 साल से छोड़ते आए, एक 20 साल से छोड़ते।
The BJP also underscored the blatant disparity within the Congress.
देखिए, जो कहते हैं कि अमेठी गांधी खानदान का गढ़ है, वो अपने ओर से एक कैंडिडेट देने में इतना समय क्यों लगा रहे हैं? तो उनका लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस ही आपको बताता है कि अमेठी अब कांग्रेस बैस्टियन नहीं रही है। अगर वो दो सीटों से लड़ते हैं तो इसका मतलब वो अमेठी से अपनी हार को ऑलरेडी चुनाव होने से पहले ही घोषित कर रहे हैं।
While the Congress seems to be losing control, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going all out with his election campaigns. The PM launched a fiery attack on Congress in Kalaburgi, straight from the backyard of the Grand Old Party's chief, Mallikarjun Kharge.
अभी तो चुनाव की घोषणा होना बाकी है और आपने घोषणा कर दी। आज पूरा कर्नाटका कह रहा है, अब की बार कि इंडी अलायंस और कांग्रेस के लोग भी कहने लगे हैं, और आपके यहां के एक नेता ने तो पार्लियामेंट में कह दिया, हमारे विरोधी कह रहे हैं अब की बार।
Opposition leaders are clearly losing faith in party policies and are joining hands with the BJP.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में और उनका भारत को एक विकसित राष्ट्र बनाने का जो सपना है, उससे प्रभावित होकर के मैंने कांग्रेस पार्टी से त्याग पत्र दिया।
The BJP is also confident of their 400+ target.
माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में 5 उत्तराखंड की सीटें प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की झोली में देते हुए फिर एक बार मोदी सरकार देश में स्थापित होगी। इस बार 400 पार जाके एक देश के उत्साह को नया रूप, नया स्वरूप, नए रंग देने का काम उत्तराखंड करेगा।
The polls are less than 35 days away. The BJP is ramping up poll preparations.
चुनावों के परिणाम 4 जून को आने वाले हैं। अब पूरा देश कह रहा है 4 जून को 400 पार।
On the other hand, the Congress is in the tailspin and unable to stem the bleeding. Where are the Gandhis going to contest from? Can INDI Alliance survive till the 2024 Lok Sabha polls? And is the BJP's aim for 400 par already a done deal?
As election poll dates have been announced, both the NDA and the INDI bloc are setting pieces on the electoral chessboard, with the NDA seemingly at an advantage and the INDI bloc trying to play catch up. Here's more on this story in this report.
The date sheet for the big elections finale has been announced, and the nation has gone into an election frenzy. With the elections around the corner, the BJP is confident of a win, a big win.
अब की बार 400 पार।
In 2019, Prime Minister made a promise.
नौजवान भी बोल रहा है, बुजुर्ग भी बोल रहे हैं, महिलाएं भी बोल रही हैं, शहर वाले भी बोल रहे हैं, किसान भी बोल रहा है, मजदूर भी बोल रहा है। अब की बार 400 पार, अब की बार
and delivered, only to now up the bar for his party.
अब की बार 400 पार, अब की बार।
A thought echoed by many other in the party. The NDA standing at a majestic 341 is much closer to its tally with 38.5% vote share. INDI, now seemingly in disarray, is far from the magic number at 119 seats, much below the 272-seat mark. The Congress, the principal party in the Lok Sabha, does not have the 50 seats in Lok Sabha, while the BJP sits at a handsome 303. With the poll dates announced, it appears that the BJP's election machinery is set for the kill, and the opposition still undecided on many key issues. It is not difficult to see where the elections are headed. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And the CAA storm continues to ruffle the opposition as the Lok Sabha polls draw closer and closer. INDI continues to spread misinformation ahead of the biggest festival of democracy. This even as ECI has categorically stated to not spread misinformation and hate during the poll campaigns. The INDI Alliance playing politics around CAA could prove to be a nail in its own coffin. Take a look at this report for more.
With the Lok Sabha polls right around the corner, politics around CAA continues to rage on. Despite BJP reiterating that the act does not aim to take away citizenship.
ट्राइबल कॉम्पोजिशन और उनके अधिकार को हम जरा भी डाइल्यूट नहीं कर रहे हैं। हमने एक्ट में ही प्रोविजन कर दिया है कि जहां पर भी इनर लाइन परमिट है और जहां संविधान की 6ठी सूची में जो क्षेत्र शामिल किए गए हैं, इन पर वहां पर CAA नहीं लागू होगा और वहां के एड्रेस वाला एप्लीकेशन भी ऐप में अपलोड ही नहीं होता है, तो लागू होने का सवाल ही नहीं आता है। और एक्ट में ही प्रोविजन है, मगर हमने एप्लीकेशन में भी वो एरिया को एक्सक्लूड कर दिया है। कोई अप्लाई करेगा भी वो वहां से तो नहीं, ऐप ही नहीं खुलेगा।
Hindu Sena put up hoardings firing barbs at AAP for spreading misinformation about CAA, which were later taken down.
Today morning, we saw how posters condemning the statements against Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal were put up in the Mandi House area by Hindu Sena. Hindu Sena's president Vishnu Gupta, in a conversation with Republic, said that these posters have been put up against the CM Kejriwal as he has been the one who has been hurting the sentiments of the people who have been granted citizenship by the Union Ministry and also specifically by the Central Party, BJP as well.
On the other hand, 18 Pakistani refugees in Ahmedabad were granted citizenship. This comes after migrants protested against AAP for its comments on the Citizenship Amendment Act. While PM Modi, with his all-inclusive agenda, provides relief to refugees in the country, the INDI bloc is going all hammer and tongs to stay relevant ahead of the polls. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Your top stories we are tracking right now in compliance with the Supreme Court order. Election Commission of India uploaded the election bond numbers and other data revealing who purchased the bonds and which parties redeemed them. This comes after the Supreme Court came down heavily on ECI for not publishing all details previously. Bihar Minister Santosh Kumar Suman drops a big hint on NDA seats sharing in Bihar, says seat sharing formality is completed. An announcement can be made within the next 24 to 28 hours. DP AP Chief Ghulam Nabi Azad appeals to ECI to hold state assembly elections in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, says ECI can conduct Vidhan Sabha polls 1 month after the Lok Sabha elections. Rajasthan Chief Electoral Officer to finalize a voter list for the first two phases of Lok Sabha voting on March 27th and April 4th. Rajasthan will go to polls on 19th and 26th of April. Another big jolt to Uttarakhand Congress as Badrinath MLA Rajendra Bhandari jumps ship to the BJP, says was inspired by the vision of PM Modi for the poor. In another jolt to Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena UBT, and MLC has jumped ship to join CM Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena. This comes as MVA continues to huddle to settle for seat sharing for the Lok Sabha elections. And RSS Akhil Bharatiya Pratinidhi Sabha has re-elected Dattatreya Hosbale for the post of General Secretary for the period from 2024 to 2027. Now, Dattatreya will be has in fact hailed Pran Pratishtha of Ram Lala, saying that Sri Ram is the civilizational identity of the country.
श्री राम जन्मभूमि और उस पर एक मंदिर, यह भारत के सभ्यता का प्रतीक है, संस्कृति का प्रतीक है। श्री राम भारत के सिविलाइजेशनल सिंबल है। राम मंदिर इस देश की अस्मिता का प्रतीक है। यह बार बार सिद्ध हुआ है और 22 जनवरी के पौष शुक्ल द्वादशी के कार्यक्रम इसको पुनः सिद्ध करके दिखाया है। तो इससे भी अधिक हमारे लिए एक आनंद की बात यह है कि देश भर में स्वयंसेवक और इस विचार के साथ जुड़े हुए लोगों ने 19 करोड़ से अधिक, लगभग 20 करोड़ तक घरों का संपर्क किया है। यह मुझे लगता है भारत के इतिहास में किसी भी एक अभियान 15 दिन के अंदर जो हुआ है उसमें एक कीर्तिमान है।
And viewers, Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal was issued a 9th summon by the ED over the excise policy case on Saturday. Now, this time, the ED has issued 2 fresh summons to the Delhi CM in connection with the Delhi Liquor Gate and the Delhi Jal Board corruption case. Now, while the Aam Aadmi Party continues to defend their party chief, terming the ED summons a BJP plot, the BJP has continued its offensive, asking for accountability from the Delhi Chief Minister. Here's more.
A day after Delhi court granted bail to Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal for skipping 8 ED summons, the Enforcement Directorate has issued a 9th summons to the Aam Aadmi Party chief. This time, the Enforcement Directorate has issued 2 summons, one in connection with the Delhi liquor scam and one in the Delhi Jal Board corruption case. Delhi Minister Atishi came out in defense of her party supremo, alleging that they were oblivious to the existence of the Jal Board case and that it is all part of a BJP plot to arrest Kejriwal.
ये मामला जल बोर्ड वाला है क्या, ये तो हम भी जानना चाहते हैं। ये किसी को नहीं पता कि ये मामला क्या है, इसमें किस चीज की जांच हो रही है, क्या कह रहे हैं कि क्या घोटाला हुआ, ये किसी को नहीं पता। इसलिए ऐसा लगता है कि गिरफ्तारी करने के लिए कोई बैकअप प्लान की शुरुआत हो रही है कि अगर इस मामले में नहीं गिरफ्तार कर पाए तो उस मामले में गिरफ्तार कर लेंगे।
Delhi BJP chief charged back at the Aam Aadmi Party by saying that Jal Board matter is bigger than the liquor scam.
नया मामला नहीं है। जल बोर्ड भ्रष्टाचार का सबसे बड़ा अड्डा है और मुझे लगता है शराब नीति घोटाले से बड़ा मामला आपको जल बोर्ड का मिलेगा। करोड़ों करोड़ रुपए की लूटपाट जल बोर्ड में मचाई गई है पिछले 8-9 सालों में। अरविंद केजरीवाल जब सत्ता में आए थे तो जल बोर्ड फायदे का सौदा था, 1,000-1,200 करोड़ रुपए प्रॉफिट में था। आज 80,000 करोड़ के लोन पर है। इतना बड़ा गैप अरविंद केजरीवाल ने कर दिया।
Supreme Court advocate and BJP Lok Sabha candidate Basuri Swaraj furthered the attack on Aam Aadmi Party's narrative on the legality of the summons.
आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी स्वयं इतने पढ़े लिखे हैं, उनका पूरा मंत्रिमंडल इतने पढ़े लिखे लोगों के साथ है, लेकिन ऐसा लगता है कि जब कानूनी बात आती है ना तो उनका ज्ञान जीरो है। खुद इनकी पार्टी में वकील हैं, पर लगता है शायद उन्होंने केवल LLB की डिग्री करी है, कोर्ट में कभी प्रैक्टिस नहीं करी। जाहिर सी बात है कि आम आदमी पार्टी के सरगना माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी हैं, इसीलिए उनकी ही जवाबदेही बनती है। उनको ही जांच में जुड़कर बताना पड़ेगा कि आम आदमी पार्टी इतना ज्यादा करप्शन क्यों कर रही है।
Despite new summons, Aam Aadmi Party claimed a moral victory after Arvind Kejriwal was forced to attend Delhi court for his bail.
जो बार बार कह रहे थे कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी कोर्ट से भाग रहे हैं, जो बार बार कह रहे थे कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ईडी से भाग रहे हैं, कल दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उनका मुंह बंद कर दिया।
BJP MP Manoj Tiwari also joined in to slam the Aam Aadmi Party chief's track record by saying he has lost the respect of the people.
ये अरविंद केजरीवाल का अब सम्मान नहीं है, अब अरविंद केजरीवाल को सिर्फ सम्मान है। 8 सम्मान की अवहेलना के बाद उनको कोर्ट की शरण में जाना पड़ा कि न्यायपालिका हमें बचाए, और न्यायपालिका थोड़ी देर के लिए राहत दी। चलो भाई 8 सम्मान में नहीं गए तो थोड़ा देर के लिए बेल देते हैं, लेकिन फिर से कहा गया जाकर के इन्वेस्टिगेशन में शामिल होइए।
The AAP Supremo has consistently stated that the case against him in the Liquorgate probe was false. After skipping 8 summons of the ED in the excise policy scam, will Arvind Kejriwal respect the ED summon in Delhi Jail Board case? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And a mega update in the Mahadev betting app scam. The Economic Offences Wing of Raipur registered an FIR naming former Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel and 15 others. Republic has exclusively accessed the FIR that revealed the complex nexus of criminal conspiracy with the money laundering allegation amounting to over 6,000 crores. The FIR also accused Congress leaders and state machinery of taking protection money for facilitating the crime. Here's more.
An FIR has been registered against former Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel in the Mahadev online betting app scam. The police have attached statements that allege that state Congress leaders and police officers were involved in helping the accused in the illegal betting business by taking protection money. This comes months after the Mahadev betting app scam was uncovered, in which online betting app was used to earn over 450 crores monthly in illegal betting since 2020. Republic accessed the FIR copy, revealing stark details of the illegal betting operation, the proceeds of which could be well over 6,000 crores.
In the Mahadev betting app scandal, the heat against former Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh Bhupesh Baghel has increased. The trouble has mounted after an FIR has been registered by the Economic Offence Wing of Raipur under the relevant sections of breach of trust, forgery and cheating. Remember the Mahadev betting app scandal, which is valued at the tunes of over 6,000 crores. Several serious allegations have been made against Bhupesh Baghel, which is under the sections of 120B 34 and relevant sections of the PMLA Act as well.
Former Chief Minister Baghel is now stuck in the center of the scam. He has been charged for cheating, criminal conspiracy, breach of trust and forgery. Apart from Bhupesh Baghel, 16 others, including Mahadev app promoters, Saurabh Chandrakar and Ravi Uppal, have been named in the FIR. This after the Financial Crimes Investigation Agency alleged that Bhupesh Baghel had received a 508 crore bribe from the Mahadev app promoters. Claiming innocence in the matter, former Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel brushed the matter as political vendetta.
जो अभी 14 कंपनियों के साथ हुआ, अभी दिल्ली में 450 गिरफ्तारियां की, उसको लुकआउट सर्कुलर जारी कराया और उसके गूगल को हमने पत्र लिखा है बंद कराया जाए। भारत सरकार को भी चिट्ठी लिखी इसको बंद कराया जाए, विधानसभा में इसके खिलाफ कड़े कानून लाए। तो प्रोटेक्शन कैसे हुआ? प्रोटेक्शन तो वो है जिन राज्यों में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकारें चल रही है और वहां एक भी कार्रवाई नहीं हो